Hello, my name is Kendall, and I'd like to welcome you to our Data to Insight presentation. For this presentation, my team members and I were asked to create a concept for a new candy that would be popular amongst teenagers ages 13 to 17. To begin, we'll be sharing our market research, followed by secondary research, and a glimpse into the creative process that we went through when creating our candy. Next, we'll share more details about the strategy and justification behind the candy that we created by talking about the 4 P's of marketing, giving a look at our competition, and finally, sharing a SWOT analysis on our product. When creating a new candy, we used market research gathered by Lab 42 on the candy eating habits of Americans ages 13 to 17. Key elements of this research that stood out to us was the popularity of Skittles. Of the 500 teens surveyed, 11% said that Skittles were their favorite candy, and 85% identified the memorable slogan of Skittles, which is Taste the Rainbow. Considering this, we wanted to use Skittles as an inspiration when creating a new candy. Although most participants preferred chocolate candy over sweet candy, we noticed a hole in the market for sweet candies, with Sour Patch Kids and Skittles being the only 2 listed in the results. Lastly, we noticed that 41% of teens eat candy several times a week. Considering this, we wanted to create a candy that was not only delicious and fun enough to eat that frequently, but healthy enough to indulge in often as well. When beginning to create our candy, we wanted to take a look at what was already trending and really capitalize off of that. One growing market that caught our eye was that of the boba tea market. Jason Walker, marketing director for First Tea, shared his observations on the rise of boba tea in an article for Tea and Coffee. Walker stated that the key consumers at boba tea shops are Gen Z and their parents, meaning this is a perfect product to target our audience of 13 to 17-year-olds. Along with trending value of boba, we were drawn to the concept because of the economic potential. In the same article for Tea and Coffee, the co-founder and CEO of the US boba company, David Fan, described the boba market as being dominated by small business owners, leaving room for new product and companies. Furthermore, the boba tea market is projected to see a 7.5% increase in value between now and 2030, according to Fortune Business Insights, a group that conducts market research for global businesses. Lastly, we found that the boba tea market offers space for the changes that we want to see in the candy scene. As previously stated, we want our candy to be healthier than the average candy. One way we'd like to do this is by creating a dye-free product. Recent pushes, such as California's ban on red food dye, have demonstrated consumers' concerns regarding food dyes. You may remember that the fan favorite candy from Lab 42's survey was Skittles, which contains several food dyes. Considering this, we want to create a colorful and delicious candy similar to Skittles without the dyes that consumers are leaning away from. After researching, we began the creative process. As stated in the Practical Pocket Guide to Account Planning by Chris Kosek, successful products begin with a, quote, creative idea that is rooted in a strong strategic idea, end quote. Besides finding something trendy and profitable, our strategy was to make something unique yet familiar. We wanted to come up with a fresh concept and fun texture that would set our concept apart from others. Considering our secondary research of boba, we decided that a boba-inspired candy would fit the creative concept we were going for. To uniquely brand this candy, we wanted to create something that looked more healthy and premium, yet simple and attainable. And we also wanted a slogan that was simple, much like that of the memorable Skittles slogan, Taste the Rainbow. In combining all these elements of our creative process, we finally landed on the concept of bubble pop.
So, what are bubble pops? Well, bubble pops are a sweet, chewy tapioca flavored boba candy with a crunchy shell that pops when chewed and sold for around $2.50 for 3 ounces, but we'll get into the logistics of pricing later. We used our mentioned data from before of boba, sweet, chewy, colorful candy being popular among our audience to create bubble pops. Our packaging is this colorful and youthful graphic that you see on the left with our logo as well on the right to draw in our younger audience. And our slogan is Burst Your Bubble. That has a similar flow to the popular Skittles Taste the Rainbow slogan that was popular among the Lab 42 data. And we have 4 fruity and sweet flavors of strawberry, brown sugar, cinnamon, matcha, and mango, with the boba candy ball that has a matching color of the flavor, as you can see around the words. Based on our data about artificial dyes being something that consumers are steering clear of when buying candy, we decided to create bubble pops with natural and healthy ingredients that still allow for the sweet tapioca candy. For instance, we have tapioca extract, sugar, water, corn syrup, and all the different flavors that we have, and none of which include artificial dyes, creating a draw into our product. We're going to promote bubble pops using an Instagram event promotion that plays on our slogan with the wording Burst Your Bubble, with live music and free products, inviting our audience to get interaction and a memorable experience with our product. We chose Instagram based off of this chart from Pew Research Center, a nonprofit research organization, that stated that around 62% of teenagers 13 to 17 used Instagram daily in 2022, a 10% rise from 2015. This shows that Instagram is the third most popular app among our audience. And within Instagram, the boba hashtag has around 3.3 million tags from users in boba shops showcasing their boba. This shows the demand for our product in this market towards our target audience. The campaign event aspect raises customer awareness by providing a free experience with the product in a memorable setting. And according to Matt Bauer, a content manager for promotional products who shared his opinion on freebie marketing, stated that the use of freebie marketing can help enhance brand loyalty and customer loyalty within our target audience, which is something we want to do. But who are our competitors? Well, there is no real candy in the market exactly like ours, but that doesn't mean there isn't competition. We have boba milk tea jelly beans that have a similar concept with boba inspired flavorings, but they have a different texture and a lack of legitimacy of what boba candy is, along with the higher pricing compared to ours. With our product, you get lower pricing with a legitimate boba candy, and that's what sets us apart. We also have different marketing styles. Of Jelly Beans is a more established brand who doesn't have to rely on marketing to a brand and getting involved. While we want to be involved, no matter how big our company gets, we always want to interact with our consumers. We have Dragonfly Boba Tea Hard Candy, who has the same candy product in terms of being a boba candy, but it's limited to hard, crunchy candy with only one flavor, while our brand has 4 flavors, that crunchy shell that you could get with that company, but with the extension of a chewy candy that replicates the boba candy flavor better, along with being cheaper for half of the price and half of the ounces that they're selling for. And finally, we have Sweet Treats, a healthy candy brand with up to 92% less sugar per 50 grams servings of candy compared to other brands, or according to their website and product packaging. But they don't have our specific candy. They are known primarily for their sour gummies, and they're far more expensive, being about $3.18 for more than half of our packaging prices. So, seeing as our competitors have different interpretations of what boba candy is, we decided to price our product accordingly.
So after looking at our competitors, we set our price of the Bubble Pop to about $2.50 per 3-ounce bag. So why we did this is after looking over those competitors, we wanted to rationalize a price that would fit not only around our competitors' price, but also into relation of what people would want to buy. We know that boba in general is kind of growing, so having a candy based and inspired off of it can create new consumer types. So, in order to keep the price range down and people to buy a new product that is unfamiliar, we're wanting to stay on the cheaper side while still being able to create an income. As far as location goes, Trader Joe's would be our first one because of the consistency of healthy options, including organic options, seasonal treats, international foods, and a whole bunch of different types of product that don't contain any artificial flavoring or preservatives, which is something that our candy is including. Whole Foods is also similar, where they're promoting the healthy organic lifestyle brands, as well as non GMO options, vegan options, gluten free options, and creating high product on their shelves. So, because of what these brand names have already put out there for themselves, we're wanting to put our brand into their shelves so people can understand our product more, making sure we have no preservatives, no artificial colors, no sweeteners. This is another reason why we wouldn't want to put our product into gas stations or Fred Meyer's due to the non-limited amount of what our product can contain. Another one we were looking at was the boba shops. Many teenagers drink boba and continuously have more and more trends on social media that are boba inspired. A lot of the shops are also becoming way more family friendly, which is having a lot more people and more consumers into these stores. So having a product that is contained of boba in these shops can not only get teenagers but also young children with parents coming in to want to buy a more boba based product. So continue on about the location, we know that we have a vegan friendly product, which is another reason why we'd want to enter our product into the Trader Joe's and the Whole Foods sections. We also know that we have other natural ingredients and no artificial flavors or sweeteners or colors inside of our product. We also want to create a consistency with our consumers and our brand names. So, knowing how strong the brand names of Trader Joe's when you say Trader Joe's, or how popular Whole Foods is, and what type of product you see in your head when you say Whole Foods out loud, we want to be able to create our product to match up with these stores. Having all the artificial, the vegan friendly options is very helpful when choosing these two types of stores and creating a brand name associated with them. We also want to be able to have a product that is parental friendly and approvable by these parents. So if your kid comes up to you and has our product in your hand, not only is it very aesthetically pleasing, but it's also very kid friendly in order to eat natural ingredients within their candy aisle. So going to a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's and you see our product, it is going to be one that parents will be very approval of. We also want to build trust and transparency with our product, which is why we also think Trader Joe's and Whole Foods is wonderful for this, knowing that these companies are wanting to give you the non GMO, the non artificial sweeteners, and a better health when consuming different types of food products. So, building that trust and transparency with these store brands will also help with our product production. Over our SWOT analysis, we have a few weak spots. We do contain sugar in our product, even though we are containing and claiming that we have a healthy based candy. We also have limited stores that we're able to kind of produce on there because there are very few stores that, besides the Whole Foods and Trader Joe's market industry, that allow a limitation on what you can and what you can't bring into the stock shelves. We also have very limited flavors. As far as our threat goes, we have an economy that is continuing to rise in price. So over the next month, year, whenever this product goes on the shelf, the likelihood of the price rising would be a threat to our product. We also have a lot more bigger candy brands that we're going to have a battle with, not only because of the similar products like the jelly beans sort of deal, we just have a lot of people that we're kind of butting heads with. As far as our strengths go, overall, besides the sugar, our candy brand is considered healthy and a vegan, which is really nice when trying to produce and advertise those. We also, after research, found that we have a lot of positives when coming up with Bubble Pop, including the different types of very simple ingredients. And we also know that the youthful packaging of it also attracts the younger types of consumers, which is our targeted audience. We want to be able to grab the attraction to the younger generation, younger kids, and like want to be able to have a product that they would continuously want to get. So having a pretty package is always something that's a plus. Our slogan is also short and catchy, which we're hoping can get on to those younger kids when trying to buy a new product. as well as we're relying very heavily on the natural ingredients and the sweet flavors that we're trying to produce. We also are presenting a cheaper candy that is on the market or one that is similar to it to our competitors. So that way it's something that people would want to try something new of and be a very big fan of it. Different types of opportunities that we have is because we're so limited on flavor already. We're hoping that potentially in the future we could collab with the different types of brands to create better and bigger different types of flavors, some that are perhaps seasonal. So the flavor combination overall would be a great opportunity for us in the future. We also know that the online spread of social media and online products, especially Amazon, is huge. So being able to not only put things in stores, but starting to put things online would be a huge opportunity for our Bubble Pop brand. So overall, this is our product. This is our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and our threats. And this is why we think our product is going to be best for the market that we chose, as well as a new candy brand that young adolescents would want to have. Thank you.